Hey, Genki Call here. It is the week of November 6th, 2023. And, I just want to stop down for just a second and let you know I need a new member in my guild. I will give out that information of our requirements and what we have to offer at the end of this video for those of you not interested and not looking for a new guild. Just want to say, watch the end of the video if you want to join my guild. Anyway, here's what's going on this week in Gems of War. We are in Karakoth this week, and for the Epic Trials, I haven't looked at the Underspire yet, but for the Epic Trials, this is the order I'm using. So the Amethyst Giant, I don't recommend casting him ever, unless you just have to. Um, unless you have a guaranteed match with yellow gems to purple giant gems, so that means you need to have 5 yellow gems on the board or less, and something that's going to give you at least a match 3, because he's just too dangerous to use. You're just going to give mana to the other team, and that's not going to be good for you. But having him at the front of the team is going to be good for you because skull damage reduction. So next I put the Eldritch Disciple. This one's going to create a bunch of purple dragon gems. You match even one of those, it explodes every gem underneath it in the row beneath it. Sorry, column beneath it. And so it's mana, and the nice thing about him creating all that purple is that Uvash Ka is going to convert all of those purple gems to Doom Skulls. You know I love my Doom Skulls. I love my Doom Skulls. Now, just for those of you that are uncomfortable with using skulls, be absolutely certain that you do not cast this unless you've got a 4 match from purple gems to skulls. So yeah, make sure you're going to get an extra turn, or that it's going to explode next to an hourglass gem, something to make sure that you don't lose control of the board. Now this guy is going to inflict curse or death mark on a random enemy. It can on every 4+ match, which is good because the Hellspawn is going to do triple damage if they have a death mark. Also, the death mark can take them out, so that's cool. But yeah, this is the way that I'm going with this. You just gotta watch those skulls and alignment. This isn't something you're likely to be able to do on autoplay. So, all right. Next up, what have we got? Let's head into the shop, and we'll do the campaign in a little bit. Shop. Resources. Get your spoils of war. Get all 10 of these if you can. Every event key has a chance at a mythic, so even though I have all of the things, I still want all of the event keys, because even though I have all the things, new legendaries come out periodically, and I need those event keys to get those new legendaries, so I will still continue to get these event keys every week personally. Weekly event, we've got Tempurath. This guy, he's so funny. Tempurath has the possibility of being very, very broken, because he can create hourglass gems. Now, he's not going to create the hourglass gems unless the enemy dies, but if they do, he's going to create 4 hourglass gems, and he's going to get an extra turn, so you're not just handing those to your enemy. And also has a chance to convert a yellow gem to an hourglass gem at the start of every turn. So yeah, actually, I'm going to get this up to mythic level. I do that every single week because it's a guaranteed level 20 for my kingdom when I need it. And I might get an extra copy here. Let's do this, and then I don't need to use any event keys, so I'm just going to grab one more of those. Probably didn't need to do that. I'll probably get one from the world event, but the shop in there. I haven't looked at the world event either, so adjusting my microphone. Sorry about that. All right, so anyway, you get all of those lovely arcanes and some gold and some glory keys out of it as well, so that's always nice. We do still have the new mythic in the drop table. We also have the holiday event still going on for the rest of this week, and if you did the Halloween event last year, you already have the witch armor, but you can still get Bloodfang. You can get Moonboy. You can get the golden Moonboy if you get all of these. And there's, of course, a chance at an orb of power, and there are extra layers underneath these as well. So, let's back out of that. Anyway, that ends at the end of reset, Sunday, at the end of the new week is when that will end. Next up, let's see. Got that. Let's go over the troops that you can get from Karakoth. And we are maxed out at power level 27 right now, and it's because of the weapons. So, this is a magic kingdom. I recommend getting all of the weapons you can get because at some point before we come back to Karakoth, we're likely to get like a raid boss or an invasion, something that's going to give us a new weapon for Karakoth. Eventually, we're going to get a couple more, and then if you haven't got all of the weapons, then you're not going to be able to max this out, and it's important because it's it's a magic kingdom. But anyway, let's sort this by rarity, and I'll go over the bestest of the best here. I'll just put this on show all. I'm sure I have everything though. Deathlock Draylak. Love Deathlock Draylak because I love the name, I love the art, but the spell, not so great. Curses and death mark an enemy. Then deal damage to all enemies below them and summon if you have an open spot. Aborith is not a great troop. He is a legendary, but I'll show you he's not that great. The thing is, when I first got him, I was thinking that he did damage to all enemies. He doesn't. You hit the top troop, he's not going to do damage to all of the enemies. He's only going to curse and death mark that first one. Only the ones below it get the damage, so that makes him a whole lot less useful. However, this is a magic kingdom. You want to have all the things so that you can get your power levels up. Zolgoth you cannot get. The Dwergaroth troops you cannot get with your event keys. And there are a couple more here I think you can't get with event keys, but we'll go down the list. Everything you see here you can get except for Dwergaroth troops and Zolgoth and anything else that I point out in a second here, but the Elder Dragon is pretty good. Damage to all enemies, create 9 brown gems. I keep thinking this is purple, but it's brown. Boosted by cursed enemies, and eliminate 3 magic from all enemies when matching 4+ gems. That means if you're on a really loopy team, you can kind of sterilize your enemies by just taking away all of their magic. Well, it would take a little while, but still. Vashtakon is a very gimmicky troop. He's kind of fun to use. He's going to devour an ally. Yes, you are going to devour one of your own troops. He's going to summon a demon in return if he does the devour, and I'll explain that in a second. And then do true scatter damage boosted by his life. Well, this true scatter damage is going to go up and up and up every single time you devour, and you're not losing anything on your team because you're summoning in a new demon. However, you can just cast him on himself. As long as he's not cursed or stunned, you can cast on himself and he'll still do the true scatter damage because he himself is immune to devour. So if anything is immune to devour, he can't eat them, but that's not going to boost his spell. The reason people usually use him in the past is because he curses a random enemy when matching brown. You don't have to have a match 4, you just have to match brown. And so very good to run with something like High King Irongut. That is the typical team that you would put this on with, is High King Irongut, because anything that is immune to devour is no longer immune to devour if they're cursed. So, plus, curse is really nice because if they have any positive status effects like submerge or bless, it will remove that positive status effect. So, he can be fun to use if you're really low level because you can summon in demons that are mythics and get to play with mythics you don't own otherwise. But like I said, very gimmicky. The best of these, I would say, would be one of these two, but it's entirely personal preference. Again, Magic Kingdom, you kind of want to have all of the things, but how you spend your event keys is up to you. I'm just giving you the information. We already went over Uvashka just a minute ago. I love my Doomskull creator. I've got a really fun Guild Wars team with this guy. Can't get this. Medea. I like Medea a lot. She's really fun to run with demons and mystics because she's going to enchant ally demons. She's going to barrier ally mystics. You aren't often going to have a reason to be running a team like that, but in a delve environment or in a world event or something where you're limited to Karakoth or demon or mystic troops, she could be fun to use. Plus, all mystics gain 1 magic on 4+ gem matches, which means I usually run her with mystics. Alright, next up, let's see what we've got. So, let me just show you how bad a Borith is. Remove all gems. All gems. Don't get any mana out of it, just remove everything off the board and replace it all. Heal back to full, gain 50 attack. You know, the gaining 50 attack is fine. He's not getting anything out of it. He's just clearing the board, so if the whole board is covered with green gems and you're fighting Queen Beatrix, this could be useful. Maybe. If there's not a leaf storm going on, because if there is, as soon as you take off all of those gems, it's going to flood with green again. So, anyway, that's about it for Aborith. Aramis is notable simply because he is a siege breaker, but nowadays we are having to use the event captains when we do an invasion event or we do a raid boss event. We have to use the new siege breaker or the new godslayer in order to get bonus points for the event. You can still use this guy in an invasion event and get the 3 to 5 times skull and spell damage. You can still do that. It's just not going to get you the bonus points, but it can help you get rid of the towers faster. So, I mean, you can use the new troop along with this, but I digress. I have to explain all the things, you know. Dark Troll is significant. He's just like the Forest Troll that we use with Queen Beatrix, except that he doubles the number of purple on the board, then creates 3 purple gems, and he gains souls, so he's good for soul farming, except that he's not a necromancer, so you can't get any extra souls from the battle. You just get souls more quickly. And he does death mark when doing skull damage instead of entangle like the Forest Troll. I think the Forest Troll does entangle. This one's from Dragorov. Eldritch Minion. Definitely a wanted troop because he starts battles with full mana. He's empowered and he converts all brown gems to purple. Really good for guild wars. And let's see, Draxius, also empowered. All brown gems to skulls, then curse and death mark all dwarves. And let's see, this thing can devour. It's not very good at it, but it can devour. Tempereth, let's go ahead and get this guy maxed out. Booyah! Yes, I'm going to get him shiny this week for sure. Simply because, you know, we'll be getting shiny tokens for him, I think. Are we getting shiny tokens from him from the world event? I don't even know. I haven't looked yet. Sacrificial Priest. I have a really great team for people that are low level using this thing. I would never ever have used this thing because I don't like the spell. Sacrifice an ally. I hate that. However, for soul farming, this guy is really good, and I will link in that video at the end of this video, soul farming video using Sacrificial Priest. You can use 2 Sacrificial Priests. That would mean you only need to trait 1 troop, and you'll have 2 Necromancers on the team, so you can get 100% more souls from battles. You can start with 50% mana. It's really effective. I just went over that on my last live stream, but anyway, I'll link that in at the end of this video. Ancient Horror is significant because he is a summons. He's going to do damage to an enemy. If an enemy dies, gain, you know, he's not that useful. However, you want to get this guy traded up because when you summon a troop, it will not be traded unless you own the troop and have it traded. So that extra bonus purple mana from purple gem matches is very useful. Let's see. Alkalite. He's okay. He's another necromancer. He gets the brown gems. He has the brown gem link. I'm sorry, I was clicking too quickly. My bad. Tri-Terror. This guy... Oh, this was from Bounty this last weekend. Or yesterday. So you already know what that does. This is the other one that you cannot get with your event keys. I knew there was one more you couldn't get with event keys. This is him. He does damage to an enemy. This guy is from Guild Wars only. That's the only way to get this is participating in Guild Wars. It's Guild Wars, right? Is it Guild Wars or is it Tower of Doom? I think it's Guild Wars. Yes, it's definitely Guild Wars. So only way to get this guy. Don't worry, I shouldn't have shown you this. You can't get him. Everything else here except Wergoroth, Troops, and Zul'Goth you can get with your event keys this week. Sorry, that took way longer than it should have. All right, let's see what we've got next. As far as events go, we already went over, Guild Wars. You can access Guild Wars nice and quickly here. Be sure to set your defense teams. If you need any information on how to do this, well, for one thing, you're going to watch me do it right now, but this is blue. I will also link in my... Why are there two blue? Why are there two blue? Okay, that's all right. I'll also link in my Guild Wars playlist at the end of this video, and it has lots and lots of tutorials in it. So just check out the tutorials. I mean, just click on the playlist and check out all of the videos there. If you have any questions, you can always post on this video or any of my videos, and I will answer as soon as I see it. This one is red. I'm talking so much that I'm not really paying attention. This one's yellow. Yellow. This one is purple. That's yellow. Purple, and then you want at the bottom here, you want it to say 4 different troops, 2,000, and it'll change in a second. 20 different troops is 10,000. So I have something doubled up here because this is not the right amount. It should be 24 different troops. So after I'm off stream, I'll go through and see what I've got doubled up here. I'm too distracted right now to figure it out. So I will fix this later, but make sure this says 24 different troops when you do it, okay? And don't forget to set your sentinels as well. So, next up, let's see. This week is the Gems of War anniversary. And so, not offers. Gems of War anniversary. Hold on, there it is. Adventures! It's anniversary week, so every day this week we're going to have a special event on the adventure board. Today we've got deeds and Imperials. Tomorrow we may have more deeds and Imperials. It just depends. But at some point this week, when I live stream, I'll be giving out a copy of... It only has 50 uses, so you're going to have to be on the stream, but I will be giving out a copy of the Tiny Tort. Tiny Tort. This is an event pet from an old anniversary. This, maybe, I don't know which anniversary, but I'll be giving out a copy of this. I will not be redeeming it myself because I already have a copy. Want to make sure everybody gets a copy that can get one. So watch for my live streams. I'm very sorry if you miss it. I can't control how many copies they give us. It's the same thing with Tacit. He got limited amount too. So next up we have, let's go ahead and go over campaign. We're not going to go over the tasks. What we're going to do is we're going to look at lore. And so you can skip over the lore part, just fast forward into the video if you're not interested, but I'm going to read the lore here and in the world event. And we'll do that now. Hippolyta, the centaur scout, took us to various oracles, but none saw the future of midnight in the stars. They did suggest, however, that perhaps if we learned more about why midnight moved around, that we might find our own pattern of where it would appear next. So we headed to Karakoth. If anybody knew of curses, it would be there. In order to enact the ritual of summoning Temporeth, the time demon, you must collect... Oh, this isn't lore. There's no lore here. This is just... Oh, fine. Is that the way it's going to be now? We don't actually get lore with the world events anymore? It's probably because people aren't reading the lore anymore because there's no reason to. Because we don't have weekly world events. Okay, so never mind. I haven't looked at this yet. I will put out a separate video with teams for the world event. And then, oh, these buttons. The buttons. I don't know what the buttons are anymore. There we go, events. Guild Wars, new mythic troop. Yes, Salamandria is still on the drop table until Friday when it when reset hits Friday, she will no longer be in the drop table. Right now, the only mythic you can get with your keys is Salamandria, except for with your event keys, which I went over. There are 3 mythics you can get with event keys right now. Then the Curse of the Werewolf, we went over that, went over this. The troops from Karakoth get plus 10% to their skills, as do demons, and so Karakoth demons get plus 20% to their skills this week. And if you take Temperith into PvP or Explore, you get an additional 40 souls per battle. So, nice. Nice, 40 souls right off the bat. We love that. Let's see. Also, coming up this week, and I'm going to tell you about my guild in a minute. We're almost there. Coming up, I haven't looked at Underspire, have no idea what team to use here. One of my guildies put in a suggestion here. Staff of the Otherworlds, Elder Dragon, Dark Troll, and Zul'Goth. Oh, Miss Skippy did. Oh, Miss Skippy! But I haven't actually looked at it myself yet. My bad. Sorry about that. Also, Tuesday, we have the Faction Assault. That's Dwergroth. Then on Wednesday, it's not this. I have a pet rescue running right now. But Wednesdays will be a new anniversary pet called the Mimicroon. It's a Mimic Macaroon. Funny looking little thing. To do Thursday, we have Sorcerer Class Trial, and this weekend is a weekend off. It's Arena. So, yeah, we got a little break this weekend, unless you like Arena. As the rewards just aren't that good. Anyway, that is it for the weekly rundown. Now, if you want to know, there will be videos popping up on the screen in just a minute here. So watch for those. But anybody that wants to join my guild, I have 1 opening right now. We don't get openings very often because we're a very close-knit guild. We're very chatty. We're very helpful in guild chat. We do legendary tasks every single week because we have a 1 million gold requirement. And that's on the overview. Wait, tasks. Wait, where's my... I should say here what my requirements are, doggone it. Right, we complete these every week. 1,300 seals, 1 million gold, 300 trophies, and we are currently number 93 in the league, so we're on the top 100. If you would like to join the guild, as long as you participate in all events, do your Guild Wars events daily, we would love to have you. So let me know. Join Chat 777 if you're on PC mobile. Post in Chat 77. Post on my video. Catch me on Discord. Let me know because if you're going to compete in this week's Guild Wars, you need to join today. So yes, there's a hurry. Anyway, have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be. Check out the videos popping up on the screen now if you're interested. We'll see you folks soon. Bye-bye!